Didn't leave the light on for who I used to be. Didn't keep the door cracked out of loyalty. I said goodbye without ceremony. No, no, no scene. Just a deep breath and a clean break in me. I don't hate the dark anymore. I learned what it's for. I didn't leave the light on. I didn't wait around. I let the night be quiet. I let myself be found. Still knock softly just to see if I'll fall. Old habits and new voices, wearing faces I know, but I don't answer every memory. I don't prove that I've grown. I just let the silence finish what I already know. Peace doesn't need witnesses. It just needs to hold. I didn't leave the light on for regrets to return. I don't rehearse old lessons I already learned. Signal, no sign. If something's meant to find me, it'll find me in time. Strip viral. Strip viral. This isn't closure. Strip viral. This is alignment. This is me standing still and not calling it hiding. I don't need a chapter title. I don't need the end. If this is where the story rests, I'm good with when I didn't leave the light. Just stop confusing pause for a spark. I didn't leave the light on, and I don't feel alone. I finally learned how to live without needing a glow. Not because I gave up, because I knew I was already home. disappear, trying to be what kept someone near. I've been my shake, I've lost my name, called it love, called it fate. But standing next to you feels different, like I don't have to translate my pain. I don't shrink when the night gets loud. I don't fade. You don't lean on me like a crutch. I don't carry you like a weight. We don't confuse being needed with being great. I didn't lose myself here, didn't trade my breath for peace, didn't fold into your shadow just to feel complete. I didn't lose myself here, and that's how I know it's real. If love calls you who you are, it's not love you feel. You don't flinch at my boundaries, don't call my stillness cold. You don't rush my evolution, let me unfold. I used to think closeness meant giving everything away. Now I know it's staying intact and choosing to stay. You don't ask me to be softer, you don't ask me to be strong. You just let me be the man I was becoming all along. I didn't lose myself here, didn't drown in your name, didn't turn my independence into distance or shame. I didn't lose myself here, and that's the deepest proof. Love should feel like freedom, standing next to truth. Some love feeds on sacrifice, some love grows from respect. I don't fear being alone now, that's what made me ready for this next. If you leave, I still exist. If you stay, I don't disappear. That's the kind of love I trust, that's why I'm here. Oh, I didn't lose myself here, I found my solid ground. I don't orbit around you, we just share the same sky now. I didn't lose myself here, and I won't pretend I did. This love didn't save me, it walked with who I already was. I didn't lose myself in you, and somehow that's how I knew I could stay. I don't wake up reaching for you, I don't check if you're online. Learn how to sit with mornings that don't borrow from last time. The shadow left on my jacket still smells like something real. I don't hold it like a promise, I hold it like what we feel. You didn't ask me to wait, didn't ask me to choose, but loving you taught me something I can't afford to lose. I stayed when you didn't ask me to, didn't need you to stay. I learned how to stand in the quiet without begging the day. I stayed when you didn't ask me to, not from pride, not from pain, just a man learning how to love without needing the same. I've been the voice in the hallway that echoes when no one's there. I've been the guy who confuses, holding on with care. But you love me without grabbing, without fear in your eyes. Now I don't chase what's leaving, I just bless it goodbye. If you ever look back, wonder how I got through, just know I didn't survive you, I grew. I stayed when you didn't ask me to, didn't need you to stay. I learned how to stand in the quiet without begging the day. I stayed when you didn't ask me to, not from pride, not from pain, just a man learning how to love without needing the same. Love doesn't always mean together, sometimes it means intact. I didn't lose what we were, I just stopped asking it back. If you're happy, I mean it. If you're gone, I'm okay. I don't fold at the absence, learned how to stay. I stayed when you didn't ask me to, when the room lost your name. I didn't turn love into hunger, I didn't turn loss into blame. I stayed when you didn't ask me to, and that's how I knew. I finally learned how to love without disappearing too. Some people leave, some love stays. This time I stayed as myself. could tap me on the shoulder, tell me when I was ready, tell me when I was older. I kept my heart in the hallway, shoes on, keys in my hand, always halfway out the door of who I am. I don't blame fear, it did what it knew, but I don't live anymore too. I'm not waiting anymore for a sign, for a shift, for the moment that explains why I'm like this. I'm not waiting anymore for the timing to be right. If this is all there is, I'm alive tonight. I don't know the past, the sequel. I don't need the crowd's advice. I stopped asking for permission to live my own life. I don't rush the good moments, I don't stall the pain. I just let it all arrive, call it mine, let it stay. I don't need the future to promise me peace. I found it here in the space between. I'm not waiting anymore for the fear to dissolve, for the version of me who never falls. I'm not waiting anymore to be chosen, to be sure. I don't need the guarantee to endure. Some people live on standby, some people live rehearsed. I got tired of surviving, waiting on the verge. There's no finish line, calling no bell at the end. Just breathe in my chest and time in my head. I'm not waiting anymore, and I don't feel late. I don't measure my life by escape. I'm not waiting anymore, and that's the truth. Nothing's missing from this moment. It's all here too. I kept waiting for life to start. Then I realized it already had. She don't promise forever, She just stays when it's hard. Says the truth even quiet, leaves the lights where they are. I've been loved like a habit, I've been wanted for sure. But the way that she sees me makes the room feel slow. She don't pull me to prove it, don't need words every night. If she walks out the doorway, I still feel her inside. I need her love, but I don't beg, I don't break, I don't hold her too tight. I need her love, the kind that breathes, the kind that waits, the kind survives the night. If she goes, I don't drown in the rain, I just miss her like truth. Yeah, I need her love, but I don't chase what's meant to choose. She came in like real weather, not a spark, not a flame, more like heat in December that remembers my name. She don't ask me to save her, she don't leave when she's strong, but when she rests on my shoulder, I know where I belong. She don't test me with silence, she don't leave scars to stay. If the world turns against us, she won't turn away. I need her love, but I don't beg, I don't break, I don't hold her too tight. I need her love, the kind that breathes, the kind that waits, the kind that survives the night. If she goes, I don't drown in the rain, I just miss her like truth. Yeah, I need her love, Nothing had to happen for me to stay. No spark, no moment, no reason to say this is it, this is different. I just felt calm, like my nervous system finally stood down. She didn't change my heartbeat, didn't knock me off my feet. She just walked at my speed, and that meant everything. Nothing had to happen for me to believe love doesn't always arrive like a scene in a movie. Nothing had to happen, no crash, no sign. It just felt right, and I trusted the quiet. We don't promise tomorrow, we don't test today, we don't dig up old endings just to prove we're okay. She doesn't ask for my damage, yeah. I don't ask for her past. We just let the moment last. I used to confuse intensity with something real. Now I know peace is the deepest thing you can feel. Nothing had to happen for me to believe love doesn't always arrive like a scene in a movie. Nothing had to happen for me to believe love doesn't always arrive like a scene in a movie. Nothing had to happen, no warning sign. It just felt right, and I trusted the quiet. Strength by repair. I don't wake up afraid, eh? Strength by repair. I don't brace for the fall. Strength by repair. That's how I know this is different, eh? There's nothing to guard at all. Some love is loud, some love is fast. This one didn't shake me, it let me last. Nothing had to happen for me to stay. No miracle moment, no words to say. Nothing had to happen, and that's the truth. When love is real, it doesn't chase you, it doesn't hurt, if it doesn't rush. Maybe that's not boredom, maybe that's trust. used to measure living by how hard my heart would race, by the highs, by the damage, by the speed of the chase. Till the spring my place. I don't miss the chaos, I don't feel a calm. I finally learned the difference between being sad and being strong. I got nothing left to prove, but I'm still choosing. Showing up without a shield, still refusing to turn love into a question, a life into a test. I got nothing left to prove, and I've never felt more honest than this. Talking about forever, I don't promise what I can't. I just keep my word in small leaves, like a grown man. If the road bends without warning, if the sky doesn't clear, I don't ask who's to blame, I'll just stay here. I don't need to be lonely to know I belong. Some people chase me, some people run from things. I stood still long enough for them to feel the same. Stop playing, started soothing. get slung. I don't borrow feelings just to feel something wrong. Your name doesn't echo in the rooms that I choose. I remember you clearly, but I don't lose. I used to call that string cold. I used to think it was pride. Now I know it's just peace, standing quiet inside. I don't reach back anymore when the past says my name. I don't confuse missing you with needing the pain. I don't reach back anymore, not in anger, not in grace. Some doors close without slamming, they just fall into place. I loved you without armor, I left nothing unsaid. That's why I can sleep easy with the words in my head. You weren't a mistake, you weren't a delay. You were part of the road, not the place where I stayed. If you ever hear this song and wonder what I became, just know I didn't harden, I changed. I don't reach back anymore when the past says my name. I don't confuse missing you with needing the pain. I don't reach back anymore, I don't bargain with fate. Some love ends without feelings, it just ends when it's late. Strip, viral code is a habit you keep. It's waking up lighter, it's learning to sleep. I don't need one more answer, I don't need one more try. If it was meant to be louder, it wouldn't have died. I don't reach back anymore, and I don't run ahead. I walk right where I'm standing, with what's left unsaid. I don't reach back anymore, and that's how I know I finally stopped loving the memory and started loving who I grow. Some love teaches you how to hold on, some love teaches you when to let go. This one told me I'm already home. Whoa, oh, no, 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 no. distance doesn't call my patience fake. I don't rush the conversation, I don't plan 10 steps ahead. I just let the moment breathe like it said. She doesn't feel the silence, she respects the space, and somehow that makes me want her without losing my pace. She let me finish, not healing, not undone. I didn't need her to complete me, I was already won. She let me finish, no promises to keep, just two grown hearts choosing what they don't need to be. Oh, love hits different when you're not afraid to lose it, when you know you'll survive even if you choose it. I don't grip the future, I don't test the ground, I just stand where I am and let love come around. She let me finish, and stay by choice, not fear. No past in the foreground, no ghosts in the mirror. She let me finish, and I didn't ask for proof. That's the quietest way I know something might be true. Some love finds you broken, some love finds you brave. This one found me whole and didn't ask me to change. We didn't break, we just got quiet, like a room after rain. Your coffee stayed in the cupboard, my name stayed in your brain. No slam doors, no goodbye scene, just time learning our shape. Two hearts standing shoulder to shoulder, still afraid to escape. I don't call you when I'm lonely, I don't drink just to forget, but some nights I hear you breathing alive. We haven't left, there's a space we didn't fill. Didn't rush, didn't chase, we let it sit between us like a truth we couldn't face. There's a space we didn't fill, and it hurts in a clean way, not the kind that destroys you, just the kind that stays. I've been loved with conditions, I've been held like a rule, but with you it was freedom, and that scared me too. You never asked for forever, you just stayed where you stood. And I wonder if loving you right meant not loving you good. If I reached, would you turn back? If I spoke, would you run? Or was silence the only way we protected what we'd done? There's a space we didn't fill, didn't rush, didn't chase. We let it sit between us like a truth we couldn't face. There's a space we didn't feel, and it hurts in a clean way, not the kind that destroys you, just the kind that stays. Some love dies in a moment, some love lives underground, growing roots in the silence when no one else hears the sound. I don't know if you're waiting or already moved on, but I carry you gently like a song without words on. There's a space we didn't fill, and I finally see it was never about distance, it was timing and me. There's a space we didn't fill, and I won't cause the pain. Some love doesn't leave you, it just changes its name. Yeah. We didn't lose each other, we just didn't reach. And somehow that still means something to me. Bill still came in the mailbox, traffic still lost in mind. Everybody's chasing something, running out of time. The news kept screaming disaster, phones kept lighting the room, but there you were, calm as Sunday, like nothing else was due. You didn't save it from the noise, you didn't shut it out, you just stood right next to me till it quieted down. The world didn't stop, but we did. Let it rush, let it spin. We leaned back against the chaos and didn't let it in. everything else wasted. You don't flinch when I get heavy. You don't rush me when I stall. You know some days I carry, baby, more than I can call. I used to think love was shelter, a place to hide inside. Now I know it's standing open with nowhere else to run and no need to lie. You don't promise me safety. You don't swear it'll be fine. You just meet me in the moment, and that's enough tonight. The world didn't stop what we did. Let it rush, let it spin. We lean back against the chaos and didn't let it in. The world didn't stop what we did. Didn't need to escape. We just stood there breathing while everything else racing. Some love hides from the weather. Some love stands in the storm. This one didn't need protection. It just learned how to be warm. And I don't need the world to change for this to feel real. If everything stays broken, at least this is still. The world didn't stop what we did, and I finally see love isn't leaving the fire. It's standing in the heat. The world didn't stop what we did, and that's how I know whatever comes after this, we won't face it alone. Life kept moving, the noise stayed loud. But for a moment, we stood still. We stood still. We didn't wake up in a moment, didn't change the world last night. The sink was full of dishes, the sky was kinda gray outside. You tied your hair without a mirror. I poured the coffee wrong, and somehow in that nothing, I felt like I belonged. No speeches the kitchen, no promises to keep. Just two lives learning how to meet. We chose it again today. No fireworks, no fear. Just staying when it's simple. Just being when it's clear. We chose it again today. And that's a kind of love that doesn't need a reason. It just shows up. You don't ask if I'm leaving. I don't ask where you've been. We don't dig for reassurance. We let trust settle in. I used to think commitment was something loud you say. Now I know it's what you do on the days that fade to gray. No contracts in our voices, no lines drawn in the sand. Just choosing with open hands. We chose it again today. No fireworks, no fear. Just staying when it's simple. Just being when it's clear. We chose it again today. And that's the kind of love that doesn't need a reason. It just shows up. Forever isn't a sentence, it's a habit you keep. It's holding the door when you're tired, not weak. I don't promise the future, I don't borrow tomorrow. I just need you right here, without fear, without sorrow. Oh, we chose it again today. Without asking why. No spotlight, no witnesses. Just you and I. We chose it again today. And I finally see this is what commitment looks like when it's free. Love doesn't always ask for forever. Sometimes it just asks for today. And today I stay. We don't talk every hour. We don't check every move. There's a silence between us that finally tells the truth. I used to love like I was drowning, hands shaking, needing air. Now I love like I'm standing, knowing she's still there. She don't ask me for saving, I don't ask her to stay. We just meet in the middle. At the end of the day, yeah, we learn how not to pull, how not to beg love to breathe, how to leave the door open without running free. We learn how not to pull, how to hold without change. If she walks, I don't chase. If she stays, yeah, we learn how not to pull. She's the cracks in my armor, doesn't try to fix a thing, just sits with me in the quiet, like pain ain't something to clean. I've been loved like a question, I've been wanted like a face, but she loves me like a decision she makes every day. No storms in the hallway, no tears used as proof. If the world turns against us, we still choose the truth. We learned how not to pull, how not to beg love to breathe, how to leave the door open without running free. We learned how not to pull, how to stand in the rain. She walks, I don't chase. If she stays, I don't change. Yeah, we learn how not to pull. Love ain't loud when it's real. It gets calm, it learns to heal. I don't grip, I don't collapse, I don't fear the space we have. If she wonders if I'm sure, tell her I'm not afraid anymore. I don't need her to prove what's already true. We learn how not to pull, how to love without fear, how to miss without break, how to stay sincere. We learn how not to pull, how to trust the flame. If she leaves, I'm still whole. If she stays, I'm the same. Yeah, we learn how not to pull. Love changes, some love controls. Before I learned my name, crow's feet when the anger was calm where the fire came. I don't recognize a man I was trying to be, but I trust the one staring there at me. The years didn't ask permission, they just took their toll. But somehow I didn't lose what I didn't lose. We're still here somehow. After all the noise, the doubt, after all the ways life tried to wear us down, we're still here somehow. Now untouched, never the same. Just standing in the quiet, and in time say our name. Love didn't freeze a moment, didn't stop the clock. It just walked beside me while the seasons swapped. There were nights I questioned everything. Babe, I felt too small, but you never made me feel behind at all. You didn't promise healing, you didn't sell me youth. You just stayed long enough for the truth. I'm still here somehow. After all the noise, the doubt, after all the ways life tried to wear us down, I'm still here somehow. Now I'm touched, They don't see the nights I stayed up, talking myself out of ghost. They see the calm, the posture. They don't see the cost. I learned how to sit with silence before I learned my name. I lost a lot of versions before this one stayed. Peace doesn't come from nowhere. It comes from choosing pain over pretending you're okay. This quiet took everything I didn't want to face. Every lie I told myself, every love I misplaced. This quiet took everything, but it gave me my breath. If you ask why I'm so calm now, you don't know what it costs to get this. I don't flinch when the past shows up. I don't romanticize regret. I don't call survival healing just because I'm not wrecked. I buried the need for approval in places no one goes. That's why I move so steady now. That's why I don't fold. I don't envy louder lies. I don't miss the noise. I am this voice. This quiet took everything I didn't want to face. Every night I chose the truth instead of running away. This quiet took everything, but it taught me myself. If you ask why I'm so grounded now, you don't know what it took to get here. Some people think peace is passive, like you just fall into it. They don't see the wars you win just to live in it. I didn't get lucky, I didn't get saved. I just stopped betraying myself day by day. This quiet took everything, but it gave me my name. I don't chase who I used to be.